When was the last time you felt a little overwhelmed in business? Like maybe you had a lot of really big decisions to make, but nobody around you to brainstorm those decisions with? Or maybe when you got to the end of the day, you were just exhausted with this eye strain from staring at the computer so much and feeling physically tired. Now, when those things happen, you have a choice. You could keep pushing forward and slowly become less and less and less and less and less productive, or you could take a little time to recharge and come back stronger and more focused. We've been in business now for over 20 years, and a lot of things have changed both inside of my companies and inside of the teams that are in my companies as well during that time. Kind of like most companies, in the very beginning, almost everything that we did was about growing revenue and increasing our reach and increasing our margin. And then as we matured as a company, our focus became much more important. It became our people. It became very evident that the more we focused on developing our people, the faster our revenue grew and the more our reach grew and the more our margin improved. So our growth exploded when we changed our definition of growth from growing just our revenue to growing our people. And the people inside of your company includes you as the owner and the CEO. And one of the things that we focus on with our people is making sure that they have both mental and physical endurance, because when somebody is healthy, both mentally and physically, they perform amazingly better in business and they're significantly happier in their personal lives, which makes everything better. So if I look at the growth trends in each one of my companies that I've built, it's clear that the year we began focusing on helping our people to become healthier, that's when the greatest growth occurred. So when somebody seems to need a personal day or a personal time, we give it to them. And that could be a half a day or a whole day. And then during that time, they could do whatever the heck they want to do, whatever they feel is best for their health during that day. But what's amazing is that you and I, as high growth entrepreneurs or CEOs, often don't take that same advice. So I have a question for you. When was the last time you felt run down in business? Or when was the last time you felt like you should be more focused, but you just weren't? Or maybe, when was the last time you sat down in front of your computer and got eye strain and physically drained from that? Because as important as it is for you to allow your team to have time when they need it, it's equally, maybe even more important, that you as a leader of your organization, whether you have a handful of vendors that are working for you, and other than that, it's just you, or you have tens of thousands of employees across the globe. It doesn't really make a difference. It's vital that you understand that when you need that little extra break, you get it, right? And you have to also know exactly what you can do to quickly and thoroughly refresh yourself. Otherwise, you'll burn out. Or at the very, very least, you'll become less effective, right? Less effective as a leader, which always results in what? Poor decisions and lower revenue. Now, 2 days ago, I was sitting in a meeting and I realized that I had passed that point where I felt drained and less than on my game. It sucked. So even though I had 3 more meetings scheduled that day, I literally dropped everything. I got changed into a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt, and I got in my car and I drove to the beach. And I'm in New Jersey, so it wasn't even a hot day. It was a kind of a moderate day. But I still attended those other meetings that I still had. But I attended them while I was walking on the beach, looking at the waves and picking up shells. And then after the last meeting was over, I kind of just walked for a couple more hours. And then I sat on the beach for another hour or so when I cleared my head. And I cannot begin to tell you how much more refreshed I felt on the way home. Plus, every single day since then, I've been more engaged and back on my game. See, it doesn't make a difference what size your company is right now or what's going on in your life. When you need a mental health day or a mental health afternoon or a mental health hour or a mental health 10 minutes, whatever the hell it is, the absolute most important use of your time is to take that and allow yourself to recharge. But what makes it super hard for most people is that they don't know what to do during that time. So take a minute sometime throughout today and make a very short list of what you would do if you had a whole day to yourself, or a whole afternoon, or an hour, or even just 5 minutes. Things that would help you to mentally recharge and feel like the rock star leader and business owner that you truly are. That one list, made and followed, will absolutely help you scale your business faster, because those who scale the fastest in business are always the ones who consistently show up on their game. And you cannot consistently be at your best and make great decisions and look like a leader for those around you without giving yourself a mental break when you need it. I hope you hear me on that because it's a game changer. In any event, I really hope you enjoyed today's program. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, you need to get the audio version. So go get it on iTunes or Spotify or on my website. There's different content there. And if you're listening to this as an audio, go to my YouTube channel so you can see that kind of stuff as well. And I want to remind you that I really want to connect with you. And for me to give you the best content for you, I need to know about you. So connect with me here in the comments. Ask me a question. Let me know what you think about the Mental Health Day program that we just did, or tell me what you'd like to see in the next episode. I see all those comments and I reply to every single one of them. It's fast and it's a simple way to connect.